Alright. So, we're going to do something a little different. This is not going to be a tour or anything like that. This is going to be, I'm going to show something cool. So I downloaded a mod that adds a lot of the actual Fisher Airlines livery. Is that how you pronounce it? Livery? But first, before I go, I want to show you something. So I got real-time weather on, and it actually seems like it's a little more accurate than I've had in the past. Like I've had storms like off by like a couple hundred miles. But I can show you this. So I think in the Atlantic it's been a little more off. So I know there's supposed to be like a tropical storm somewhere here, but none of this looks right. This looks right. Like it's clear here in the Chicago area and stuff. But let's go back to Pacific real quick, because there's actually 2 typhoons. I'll get that one in a second. Actually, just give me a second. I should pull up the names. But right now there's a typhoon heading right to. Actually, it's almost on top of South Korea. Like I think this is the eye, roughly. I mean, obviously it's not the best resolution or anything. Yeah, because it's going over Western Japan. Some of the I think this is Tsushima over here. Oh, there's an actual plane here. Too bad I don't understand. No, this is Tsushima. And I know this because I played. Ooh, I think I know I can do that. Anyway, yeah, because I played Ghost of Tsushima, and this is the layout of the island. So right now, I think this is a Category 1 storm, maybe a 2. And this is actually the second typhoon to hit the Korean Peninsula like in the last 2 weeks. There's another one that just went. It hit more up here, so it hit North Korea, but obviously, or at least like the center, the eye or whatever was left when it got there, which I think was about a Category 1. But this one is going to mostly go head south, but it's going to go all the way up through north. It just be more weakened, but still nothing to, nothing to really like take lightly. That's for sure. So I'm pulling up something, but so. Yeah, it's hitting South Korea now. So this is pretty accurate. I don't know if the eye is over South Korea, but I just pulled up the news there that's hitting right now. But that's not the only typhoon. There's this beast right here. Fortunately, I don't know. It's not in any islands right now. But this is bad. This is like, as currently it's projected, it's going to start going north. It's so like Okinawa and stuff. They're in the cone roughly. I don't know of all the islands. It looks like it's gonna skip the Philippines and it'll skip Taiwan, but it looks like it's gonna hit at least the southern islands of Japan, and it's supposed to go north. Now the cone's a little more wide there, so it's kind of like like this. That means they can start shifting and go to the heart of Japan, or it can literally hit the same areas of South Korea that this storm is currently hitting. So, and this is all within a week. So I'm trying to see. I think I finally got. I'm going to mispronounce this. Oh, really? That's a Category 4 as well? I could be off here. I'm trying to see here. Okay. So this is Typhoon Maysak. Sorry I didn't have this pulled up. I didn't think about going this much detail first. And it's currently a Category 1. Now, it says the eye is about here, so obviously this is a little off. But I think it's like here, so it's probably off like an hour-ish. It did say it was like a Category 4, but this is a while ago. I think it probably weakens. These waters are much cooler. But the other one that's kind of scary. So this is Typhoon Maysak. Now, as of now, the main cone. So it looks like they updated because I looked at this morning. It was different. The cone is from Hiroshima to the end of the peninsula. I mean, and look, even though I know a lot of people, when you think of like Japan, you definitely think of like the most populated Tokyo. All of Japan, like even this part of Japan is still very popular. Like Hiroshima is still, Hiroshima, I'm sorry. That's still like a city of a couple million. It looks like it's going to stay, west of Osaka and stuff, but Osaka's another 20 million people. And you have all these cities here. I think, yep, there it is. Fukuoka. Apologize for mispronouncing that. And then it also includes going over the Okinawan Islands, which has a U.S. military base here. Now it's weird. Currently the cone is almost like this is the southern edge of the cone right now, so it's almost like it may pass the most populated part of the islands, but it doesn't mean there's gonna be no one impacted here. So, but anyway, so you know, just something we need to keep an eye. Or let me put it this way: for people that like global travel and have been over here and had a good time with the people, like especially in Japan, the people treat me really well. I'm just giving them my thoughts, and we'll kind of see how this may turn out. I hope this will weaken because this is a Category 4. That's just, I mean, they've already had a pretty wet summer with some flooding in this region as well. I think Japan and South Korea as well. So, but that said, so I have a couple things here. The big one is this: I got these liveries of these airlines. Sorry it took a while. I kind of, with the live data, it's not every day you have 2 typhoons in the same area, but. So we're gonna look at, I think this is Busan. I guess it's the airport in Busan. We'll use that. Let's see if we can fly into the storm with this. But so we'll just set this a departure. We'll just see that. Anyway, so I downloaded these libraries and I look at this. Yeah, so this is actually all done by the community. I'm gonna actually link in the description below where you can get these. And sorry it took a little longer to get there. Just had to explain these typhoons that are going on. Obviously, you got the Airbus 320, but these people that developed these airlines, they've been adding a lot. And this one I have to start. This is a hilarious one. This is Air Koryo. This is the North Korean official airline. Actually, the lines look a little off here, but this could just be the picture. It might look better when we upload it. But that's just funny. Like, this airline only goes to like basically a couple like a few airports in China and Macau, and I don't even know that's like every day. Oh, this is cool. Someone added the Airbus Allegiant Airlines in Vegas Nights. This is ANA. This is actually one of my favorite airlines I've flown. This is a Japanese airline. New Zealand. Wow, they have 2 New Zealands. China Southern. Not familiar with that one, but it looks like a Chinese airline. And they've had, look at this, Iceland here. It looks like they kind of, and remember, this is all community, so you can't expect to have the same perfect image. What matters when we load it looks good. They got Jetstar, which is an airline in Asia. Now, here's an American one, Delta. Yeah, Air China. Ferrari. Yeah, so this is the latest pack, I believe. There's like, they've added a lot. It used to be about, I think 15, 20, which is still very impressive. They just, they've kept adding more and more over the lives. Look at this. They even added this, Pan Am. That is so cool. I mean, that airline's been defunct for years, but it's a historic airline. You can fly Spirit. If you can talk to the passengers, I tell them that a bottle of water would be $3. Yeah, look at this. And they got some random ones like a Red Bull. Oh, like old Lufthansa. It looks like they got some older, newer liveries. Because some of these airlines have changed liveries in the last few years. There's British Airways, JetBlue. Now you got the Philippines. Oh, this is incredible. Oh, that's pretty wild. So that's a KLM. There's Korean Air. I think I may use this one since I don't see Asiana. That said, I just want to take a look here. Oh, look, we got American Airlines. The picture looks off, but I'm sure it doesn't look like that. Yeah, Eurowings, Avianca. Yep, there's the main KLM. Swiss, got Alaska now. I know. Oh, it looks like another Alaska. TAM, Air Serbia, Egypt. Oh, that's cool. You got a marine version. Aer Lingus. You got Ireland. I'm not familiar with Peach Airlines. You got Ryanair. Oh man. Oh, I gotta see this. So this is Asiana. That's another Korean airline as well. You got Wizz. Oh, that's cool. This looks a little off, but that's their... Actually, no, this is the new design. So, sadly, I haven't flown since last August, but I know they're going to start adding more of this design recently. I actually like the older design. I like the letters more, but I like the golden globe a little more. So I like the older tail here, but I like the new letters, which is like a hybrid in my opinion. Wow, it's got TAP, Finnair. So you got the 3 major. Well, you got 3 of the legacy U.S. airlines. I haven't seen Southwest in here. Those are cover most of your bases because you got JetBlue, which is probably like the 5th, and Alaska's another one. That's cool they added Pan Am. It'd be interesting if you see more classic airlines, especially because the one thing I haven't seen. Oh, it's gonna be got Japan. I haven't seen really any. Yeah, here you go. Now here's the. This is the previous one. This is one I actually like a little more. I like the bigger letters, but I like this tail a little more. And I'm just saying this because I'm a United frequent flyer, so that's usually who I fly. Oh, that's cool. They got the old one. A lot of people love this one. I'd say it'd be cool. I actually wish I can get in contact with them, maybe to see if. I used to fly TWA out of St. Louis for years, so that was like my thing. You know, why not? Well, I haven't been able to land this plane yet. I did a video, which should be live when this goes live. Yeah, I crashed it on the tarmac. I mean, we probably survived, but it didn't go so well. Alright, this is not gonna be really much information. This is just more just seeing the livery and see how it is to fly in the storm. I'm curious if it's going to be rainy. Like, I'm curious what the conditions are. So, it looks like just cloudy in the loading screen, but it could be wrong. I know some people flew into the hurricane recently, which I tried to do. It was really weird. I could not get the live data to work properly. It showed the typhoon, because this was like last week when the typhoon was hitting North Korea. So we had like two tropical storms. You had one in Asia, you had the typhoon in North Korea, and you had the hurricane hitting Louisiana. It showed the storm like still off like the Yucatan, like in Mexico, and not as strong. But yet the typhoon was on the right spot, so it's just been weird. So like in the weather in North America has not been fully accurate when it comes to the tropical storms. It has been a little more accurate in terms of cloud cover and stuff when I have kind of tested that and just kind of like weather where I'm at or knowing what's happening, let's say out east or something. But not with the tropics, not with the Caribbean, not with the Gulf. That's been off. But in the Pacific, that's been a lot more accurate. So yeah, I'm just curious how this is. This is currently a Category 1 storm, but this data could be off. It could have been a Category 2. Because like, I see somebody says a Category. It was going to hit as a Category 4, but I think it weakened before it did. Yeah, it's currently Category 1 in Eastern Korea. It will bypass North Korea. Well, I mean the center, I should say. I mean there'll be parts of the storms be hitting it, but nothing like the direct. Yeah, it's a little time here. So this is a story 2 days ago. Maybe that's why I think. Oh wow. So I pulled up an image. I wish you can't see this. I'll try to link this. This is from the Washington Post. It shows the current typhoon, Maysak. That look, it was a lot bigger and stronger. Looks like before it got close to the. It was like that looks like he's like a Category 3. Yep, it says Category 3. So apparently, apparently it's sunny here. Oh wait. This is not right. This live. Oh my! Look at that. They got the. So bad news. This does not look right at all. I don't know. We can. What? Is this right? Oh! Whoa! Whoa, okay. Somehow it did not load live weather in when I started this. I thought normally I have that selected. I must have turned it off. Well, this is interesting. I wish I can show. Let's see how it looks. The rain is coming in sideways, so that means very, very high winds. This plane would not be taken off in this. Like, there's no way in there commercial airline. Real quick, let's see if we can get a little closer. Yeah, this is cool. So this is, yeah, I've seen their planes. They used to fly to Chicago, but not anymore. This kind of that route. Yeah, see, they got the Star Alliance one. That's their airline alliance. They got that right. Wow, and this is at the yeah, this is a tip, so we got the green light. This is beautiful. Well, oh, wait a minute. Oh, is this it? Yeah. I wouldn't say that's really slow, to be honest. I just remember seeing that one, so I'm gonna try that. Alright, well, let's try and fly out of this. Wow. Just look how the water's coming off. That's crazy. Check my speed. I probably want to get to a little after 140 before I start lifting this up. Slow and steady. Yeah, I haven't flown the Airbus or these planes too much. I'm going to try to do a little more because it's a very different experience.
Airlines 1123, continue for south departure. I will contact you next when you leave my airspace. Gimhae Tower Asiana Airlines 1123, continue for south departure.
Oh, I'm going to leave the sound on now since I'm not...
Asiana Airlines 1123, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
That is cool. So they even added
Tower Asiana Airlines 1123, frequency change.
like the airline stuff, because it used to be always like squawk or something. Just now I know you could change that, and the fact they even got the voices of the air, like or at least how they program, is really impressive. Wow, there is no visibility. There is no airlines in this area, in this region whatsoever. I'm sure the wind's somewhat not fully accurate, because they said if it's category 1, I think that's 70, 80 mile winds in its peak area. So even the outskirts could be like 30, 40 mile gusts. So I just don't see that working too well. All right, we're climbing to 6,000, probably going to about 10,000 feet. I actually want to know what happened to get out of this storm. It's still raining. Wow, it's just... Okay, the graphics turned on and off. We can... Yeah, it looks like I'm about to get out of the rain, too. Yes, it's not raining anymore. Wow, that's so wild. That could have gone smoother. I will say, when I've died the... It doesn't feel good. I am still in the clouds. Oh, that light. Look at that lighting. This is so cool. Like, I finally got... Like, I saw there's some... these were popping up recently. Oh, crap. I'm going down. So, I know they've been adding more of these airlines, but it's just so cool. I actually don't know how high I need to get. Probably should have checked to make sure it took off on the south runway going over the north runway. Because I'm still trying to learn how to turn this plane properly. Yeah, well, this is South Korea. As you can tell, it is very, very cloudy. Storming below. We are above the storms. That's in the clouds. I bet, I'm really curious. So I'm playing more like an easier mode, obviously. I'm almost... Ooh, I think I can almost see the sun. I wonder if I... Yeah, this is... Normally, I don't see cruise announcements like 15,000 feet for these planes, but I could be wrong. I do feel like there is a bit of wind impacting this, even on this mode. I just realized I should have probably added more fuel. The default. let's cruise around here. Eventually, we'll switch it out because I really just kind of want to see how the weather is, and I am really impressed. Yeah, it's weird because I know when people flew in the hurricane, like when the first time there was the typhoon, because I missed the hurricane, I tried to fly one. It was really weird. Like it was like no rain or storms, but it was like all these like funnel-looking clouds, like going up and down between two layers of clouds. But then there was like no tornadoes or anything now. All right. This is actually going pretty well. I need to actually go online and figure out where the autopilot is for this plane. Not the game autopilot. There's two of them. There's the one co-pilot mode. So wherever this guy, actually, you probably see him from outside, maybe. Nah, sorry. Yeah, so this guy will quote take over.
Overspeed, 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 overspeed.
All right, calm down. I want to know what the actual, like, the computer autopilot is in the plane. Unfortunately, I have no idea what that would be. Oh, that's so cool. I mean, just look at this details. I mean, now I can type stuff in here. Obviously, this is a little slow. Like, look at that. It's just wild. So I finally understand how to take off with this plane and establish a nice little cruising altitude. That's it. I am. Oh my God! There's an actual plane over here. Does it show the call sign? No. Now, this is actually an hour flight, but we're not going to be doing that. We're going to jump forward soon here. Just kind of see this. Actually, this may go hilarious. We'll see how this goes. The last few times I've done this has not gone well. Like I did one time, so I did approach in New Zealand, and I was like 500 feet from crashing the mountain. There's nothing I could do. And it was on this point. We will try forward in time. Actually, after I'm done, I'm going to check out a few more of the liveries and probably in this video. I didn't want to make it too long, but I did it in a ram a little more about the typhoons. But it's just a very weird, unique situation right now. I mean, thankfully, it did weaken to Category 1, I think, when it hit South Korea, I believe. But that second storm looks pretty bad. Now, this one's beautiful. So now it's sunny here in Okinawa, because this storm's way far north. See this plane in action. Okay, it's got my autopilot on. It's got the computer on. Yeah, okay, I see what it's trying to do. Okay, turn that off.
1,000.
I am not going to do this from the cockpit yet. I am not confident of doing it that way, but we will take a quick look in the cockpit.
Overspeed, overspeed, overspeed.
All right.
Asiana Airlines 112 cleared to land runway 23 left. Wind 225712.
So I tried landing in Los Angeles,
Cleared to land
and
runway
I was
23
too low.
left Asiana Airlines 112.
the fact I got the. Let me double check this. I'll take a look. I hope this is 2 runways. Okay, it is. I always kind of struggle telling from here. My speed.
500.
Yeah, let's we can go a little lower. This looks fine.
300.
Let me pull up a little bit.
200.
Alright, now I do want to try this in the cockpit.
100. 60, 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 5.
Oh my god. Oh my god, we did it! Oh! First, that's how it should look like. Look at that. Oh my god, that is so beautiful. See how it looks in there. Oh, that's so amazing.
Asiana Airlines 1123, turn next taxiway. Asiana Airlines 1123.
We're gonna land on the Air Force Base and not the actual international airport. That would never happen, but it can here.
118.5 for Asiana Airlines 1123.
I just love this sound. Look at that. Love that. I really wish they had some other. Hopefully sooner than later they'll start adding like
Ground Asiana Airlines 1123, request taxi to parking. Asiana Airlines 1123, taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway Charlie, cross runway 5 right Charlie, cross runway 23 right, Bravo Golf. Taxiing to general aviation parking using taxiway Charlie, cross runway 5 right Charlie, cross runway 23 right, Bravo Golf, Asiana Airlines 1123.
Is this it? Did they send me over there? Yeah, looks like it. Alright, let's do it anyway. I'll get over there. I swear to God, he's like trying to take off again. Okay, yeah, I should have be going 50 knots on the ground. Well, I would, but you guys gave me an awful ground position. I'll take the lawn away. I feel like they did not populate the buildings very well in this space because I feel like it feels very, very empty. Oh, look at that. You can actually see the cars move from here. It just looks like another beautiful day in Hawaii of Japan, basically. I just can't go over it. They did such an amazing job this airline life. Let's Let's increase the speed a little bit. This makes no sense. This is cars parked. Alright, this is taking too long. Yeah. We have the technology, and I'm going to use it. Oh, that went well. Ooh, kinda. I wonder if I can turn this off. Probably not. I have no idea where it would be. Anyway, let's exit out. I just wanted to do that real quick. And we'll look at some of the liveries again to finish the video. I gotta see it. I don't know if this pack has any 747s yet, but we'll see here. They may. Actually, is it in profile? Yeah, it is. All right, this will work. We'll just mess around with this here. So, all right. So I mentioned this. This is I haven't flown that. I want to. I've read good things. The same with Korean Air as well. This sounds crazy, but if you look at like this, there's this review group called Skytrax, and they do a lot of airliners, and there's some other groups as well. You know, you got like newspapers and the media and so forth. But this is kind of like one of those big, overall kind of groups that kind of reviews airports, airlines, and stuff. If you ever start looking at that list, there's one clear pattern, and a lot of the best airlines in the world are in Asia. Like they got stars. ANA is a 5-star. Japan Airlines is a 4-star, I believe. Cathay Pacific's a 5-star. So, oh yeah, look at that. That is beautiful. That's how it looks. I've flown them before, long haul and domestically in Japan. Very good. Even domestically, I did a short, like 90-minute flight from Narita to Osaka Airport. Not Kansai, the smaller one. It's kind of like connecting flight. It was, for a short flight, they had like, snacks, good coffee. So especially when you're, have no idea what time zone your body is in anymore by that point, flying over the Pacific. So, but yeah, you see a lot of them. Oh yeah, I think Korean and Asiana are both 5-star or 4-star. Like they're up there. They're rated really well. So, but yeah, so I've flown Air France. They're good. I haven't flown them in a long time, though. I only done the short haul. I never done long haul. I did it from London to Paris. Very reasonable. Oh, no, that is their color scheme on the tail. AirAsia is one of the discount airlines. I gotta see this. I gotta see how this looks like fully. I assume it's not gonna be that little bumpy, but maybe it doesn't. Okay. Yeah. Now, okay, here's one thing this is not... So originally when I saw these, the original package of liveries, I think when it came out, the airlines they had, actually airlines that seemed to had an Airbus 320 in their fleet. Because when I saw Delta, I know they have some Airbus, but I didn't see United American, which relies more on Boeing for like the medium haul flights like this. But now they've added everything, just adapted it to the design. But Air Koryo, all their planes are like from the Soviet Union era. Because, they bought most of their planes when they with Soviet Union, because Soviet Union was mostly financing them. So they have a lot of old Russian planes from the 70s and 80s. It's very retro. It is considered the world's worst airline, too. So, okay, there you go. Yeah, I think this is slightly off. I'm not going to be pickers. I can't. It's just the fact they had the North Korean airline is just funny. Here's a Legionnaire. It's kind of cool they got both them. Actually, let's see how the Golden Knights run. That's kind of cool. They added like a team logo. Like you see that with, like the sponsors of like teams and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, so they got the black and gold color of their logo. I really wish instead of like doing the moving the camera, I can just see like the same angle over outside the menu. But it's very good detail there. Yeah, it's really cool. Rich in LA, New Zealand, China Southern. City Link. I mean the bank. I have no idea where that airline is from. Yeah, some of these I don't know. I mean, I know a lot of my airlines. You know, recognize this. Do not recognize Go. Know these. Jetstar. Yeah, let's take a look at the American Airlines. Since, you know, that's where I live. I really got Saudi Airlines. That's interesting. Yeah, so I got the blue in the engine like Delta. I got the underneath like Delta. Now, granted, this is on medium graph, so I can see like that's why it's a low texture, but that still looks really good. Actually, this airline is not running anymore. It is currently out of business. I think. Actually, let me double check that. I know an India airline went down recently. Sorry, not literally, figuratively. Did Airborne go out of business? Yeah, they're out of business. I'm trying to think, when did they cease? Yeah, they ceased operation 3 years ago. 3 years this fall, I should say. So a couple months. EasyJet. Let's see how this looks. Hopefully this won't take long to see. That's interesting. Thai Smile. I wonder if that's like a subsidiary, because you have Thai Airlines, but I don't recognize Thai Smile. Unless it's like a special. Oh, that's beautiful. They did a great job. Hopefully they did that in the 747. That's like their era. Cathay Dragon. This is actually the short. This is like a subsidiary of Cathay Pacific. So it's more like the short haul, main haul. But it's most of the line, the main Cathay Pacific are long hauls. So going like, you know, long distances. You see here, a little different color scheme. You see these on the smaller planes like the Airbus 320. LATAM. I want to say this is Peru. Don't correct me. I think it's a South American airline. We got Lufthansa, Qantas, JetBlue. Let's see how Philippine looks. I know they got like a nice little tail here. Yep. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm gonna try this out of Manila just to kind of see how that looks. Here's the other Korean airline that we decided to show as an Asiana. I didn't know that Asiana. Like, I remember seeing Korean Air on the list, so that's impressive. Yeah, you got American, Eurowings, that's a subsidiary of Lufthansa. Bianca, Hong Kong Express, not familiar with that. That is the Dutch airline, Alaska. Wow, these people have done a great job. I mean, seriously, this A+. I'm gonna link we can get this. Check them out. Definitely worth it. I'm gonna go over a little more here real quick. Let's see how. Yeah, it's cool. They even got the new United, which only came out last year, and yeah, they've only applied it to. It takes time to repaint all the airplanes on an airline. Like the current, the last United design, you know, that wasn't probably fully implemented until like 2014 maybe, because you still had the Continental planes. You still had the old logos on there. Yeah, very well done. What is Air, EasyJet, China United, Kuwait? Is this the previous United design? Let's take a look here. I think this is it. Yeah, I can tell this is the line. Just gotta wait till it moves up. And the reason it's interesting, I'm glad they did the airlines, because I don't think they have the Airbus 320 and United, but they have the Boeing 737, which is very similar. I just think the engine's a little different. The engine's a little different. Very similar designs. Wow, they did it at Qatar. There's Gulf Air. This is actually the oldest airline in the Middle East. Or one, I think it is the oldest. Yeah, because Qatar and the other ones didn't really come until the early 2000s. Iraq Wacky, WestJet, Cathay Pacific. Oh yeah, so they even that is wild. So they have the main airline Cathay Pacific, and then they got the subsidiary airline. That is just crazy. Wow, that is just incredible. There's EVA. That's Taiwan Air. That's another 5-star airline. So, you know, this is Japan. No, it's 4-star. Yeah, they got the United merger plane. Let's see what this is. Yeah, there's a lot of the planes that currently look. Another aircraft. Let's see. This seems to be the updated design, I guess. You know, I thought they didn't know they updated it. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, there's a few that flown on. You should look it up. There's some neat videos of that. Yeah, there's Ethiopia. Let's see, Scandinavia. Wow, they almost got like, I can't. The only major airline I didn't see on here that I could think of on top of my head that I would think of would be Southwest, but yeah, I was surprised they'd be down the road. Yeah, let's back up. Let's see if they did anything with this 747. Just get a look here. All right. Now we're gonna go to Liveries. Wait, really? Is this right? No. There we go. Here we go. All right. Ooh, this looks awesome. Look at this. Got Air Force One. That looks way off. Wait a minute. No, hold on. We gotta see this real quick. This might be the old American Airlines logo before the current one. Yeah, this is the old one. Oh, that's this is like what they had in the 80s and 90s and throughout the 2000s. They rechange it. That's interesting. There's Qantas. Oh, really? Oh, we gotta see this. ANA Pokemon. ANA's done a lot of cool... Oh, that is awesome. So they got one of their old, like, designs. If they ever had the Airbus 320, I'll actually link this. Airbus has a very cool... They have a few 320s. They're mostly for Hawaii from Japan, believe it or not. Just that route. And they made a lot of the planes have, like, this cool, like, turtle looking design. Like, it's really hard to describe. When you see it, it's really cool. Like, very well done. And I heard, and it's like it's a little more unique too. So it's not just like they all wear a little more kind of like Hawaii themed uniforms, and even some of the food's a little more oriented around that. So it's a very unique because it's it's a huge route between Tokyo and Honolulu. So they got the old Air France in here. I wish it was a little faster. I tell you what, if there's one plane they're gonna add, in DLC down the road, they gotta add the Concorde. Imagine flying that thing. That just seems to be insane to fly in this game. And it's gonna be a 10-year project, so I hope they add the supersonic. Man, this is taking longer than I wanted to. You know what? All right. Well, that's true. You can't change it. Never mind. There you go. They just exit out. Yeah, that's their old logo. That's kind of what they had for in the 90s or something. This has got to be the old British Airways. Let's see. I'm going to kind of just... Yeah, this is the old one. This is like you saw in the 90s and stuff. Oh, that is cool. I love this design. I remember... So they're retiring the 747 of British Airways. And the main reason is... And this is kind of like... Now, this video is kind of going beyond what originally was intended. But this... It's not the most efficient plane anymore. The 787 has really surpassed that in many ways in terms of fuel efficiency and stuff. And that doesn't see it as much. So you can make an argument maybe you should get the 747 if you need more people on certain routes. But in reality, you can just like funnel like having an extra flight or two with the 787. And that's what you see a lot of these airlines are doing. I think Lufthansa would keep a 747 series, but like British Airways, I mean that was like it was the queen of the skies. All the major airlines when they flew overseas. And I'm actually going to link a video, a cool one, of Tokyo Narita in 2011. It's kind of like almost like the last years of the 747. And that's a huge international airport. Long haul flights mostly. And then it was just packed with 747 planes of all these different airlines. But anyway, so like when but with this livery, sorry, going back to this livery, British Airways is retiring it, but they've actually done special liveries of like past versions of it since it incorporated in the 70s. And this is one of them. This is like the 90s. It's actually probably my favorite. It's really cool. I think it's even one of the James Bond movies. We'll take a look at a few more though in this video. Yeah, obviously not as many as the short haul, which makes sense. You know, that's Air France or China. Oh, this has got to be cool. Look at this. So they got this. This is like the 80s United Airlines, 70s, 80s. So you can literally, if you want, you can act like you're. Oh, that is so cool. That's so retro. I kind of wish more airlines did like a few. Like you have your main livery, but have a few more planes that are special. You know, and obviously they do that like promotions and stuff, or something like the Olympics, like for ANA or Japan Airlines. I wish I had the old ANA, but yeah, I'm not trying to be picky. It just, that's cool. I know that, I think there was Japan in here, wasn't there? Let's see, I'll take one last look. No, I don't think so. I'm glad they have that. That's one of my favorite libraries I've ever seen. Yeah. You know, real quick, we'll do one more little thing. I screwed up in it. Alright, change aircraft. They added liveries to some other planes. So, I've had the turboprops. Let's see if there's anything here. Alright. Alright, some of these aren't. I think it just takes a little. Yeah, here we go. Yellow. Yeah, so you gotta be careful. But anyway. I'm going to end the video here, so I hope you enjoyed it. We saw a little bit of the typhoon that's currently, you know, hitting South Korea, and hopefully it won't be too bad. You never know, because there's always storm surge, there's the flooding. Very interesting, the weather mechanics in this game. I did really want to see that. Finally got to see that. Very impressive, actually, just the way the rain hit the window. I saw it going sideways, and it was very high winds in the area, very strong winds in the area.